We're about to journey back, way back, thousands of years, to the very first words of the Rig Veda, one of humanity's oldest sacred texts. And right at its heart, we're going to find a profound, fiery mystery that, believe me, sets the stage for everything that follows.
I mean, it's a fascinating question, isn't it? Of all the things you could possibly start with, gods, creation stories, grand cosmic laws, the ancient seers began with a single primal element: fire. Now you have to understand, this was no accident. It was a deliberate, deeply philosophical choice, and it's the key to unlocking the entire text.
So to solve this puzzle, there's only one way to do it. We have to go directly to the source. Let's take a look at the very first verse, the ignition point, you could say, for the entire Vedic tradition. Now, what you're looking at here is a more nuanced, a decolonized translation of that verse. And it's so important because it shows that Agni isn't just a name, no, it's a job description. It describes a function, a divine go-between who understands the very rhythms of time itself.
And this, right here, is the crucial point. We really have to update our whole understanding. When the Veda says Agni, it isn't just talking about a campfire. It's describing this universal principle of transformative intelligence. You know, that spark that turns a thought into an action, a seed into a forest, pure potential into actual reality.
So, okay, if Agni is more than just a flame, what exactly is it? Well, this is where it gets really cool. Let's start peeling back the layers, because the Vedic texts unpack this idea in some absolutely stunning ways. On a metaphorical level, think of Agni as the fundamental impulse for just about everything. It's that initial spark that gets the cosmos and our own inner worlds moving.
Just think about it for a second. It's that urge to create something out of nothing. It's the metabolic fire in your gut right now, digesting your last meal and turning it into pure energy. It's that flash of insight, that aha moment of cognition that suddenly solves a problem. It's even the force that lines up our personal intentions with the great cosmic order of the universe. I mean, it's literally everywhere.
And what's amazing is how this ancient wisdom just clicks with modern science. We can actually map this idea of Agni onto principles we talk about all the time today.
So, Agni is energy conversion. It's the engine behind every chemical reaction. It's the electrical spark of a neuron firing in your brain. And maybe, most beautifully of all, it's that incredible process that temporarily fights back against entropy, the universe's slide into disorder, to create complex, incredible structures, things like stars and planets and us.
But the vision doesn't stop there, not even close. The Vedic seers saw this principle working on all these different planes of existence, connecting our human experience directly to the cosmos in this really elegant way. They saw this kind of threefold fire. You have the hearth on Earth, which is mirrored by our physical body. Then you have the lightning in the atmosphere, which is like our vital breath, our life force. And finally, the sun up in the sky. Well, that's the illumined mind, the source of all our clarity and consciousness. The microcosm and the macrocosm just perfectly intertwined. It's beautiful.
And what's truly staggering is when you realize that this fire-first worldview, so clearly laid out in Sanatana Dharma's Vedas, seems to be a foundational spark for similar ideas all across the ancient world. You see these incredible echoes of this theme in so many other foundational traditions. I mean, just look at the parallels here. In Zoroastrianism, there's Atar, the fire of truth. The Greek myths give us Prometheus stealing fire, which is really the spark of consciousness. For the Yoruba, Ogun's fire is all about transformation. In countless indigenous American traditions, the council fire is the center of truth and memory. It really seems this core Vedic idea of fire as a primary, intelligent principle branched out, taking on new forms in different cultures.
So what this all points to is this profound, shared human insight, with its earliest and clearest expression right there in the Vedas. Fire is never just a thing. It's the intelligence of transformation itself.
Which brings us all the way back to our central mystery. And yes, the final reveal. We've seen what Agni is in all its incredible layers. So now let's finally answer the big question. Why does it come first?
Really? Why this principle above all others? Why kick things off with a process of ignition, rather than, say, a statement of being?
And here is the key. Unlike so many other foundational texts, the Rig Veda doesn't start with a creator god standing outside of creation. It doesn't begin with a static declaration. It starts with an action, an invocation to a dynamic, ongoing process.
And that is the ultimate answer. Agni is invoked first because Agni is cognition.
It is the fire of awareness that makes any understanding possible in the first place. Before you can even begin to comprehend gods, myths, rituals, or the laws of the cosmos, you first need that inner spark to be lit. The Veda brilliantly starts with the one thing required to understand it.
And so this ancient verse leaves us with a very modern question. From that creative spark that starts a new project, to the fire of passion for someone or something, to that sudden flash of a brand new idea, what does that spark of fire, this principle of Agni, mean in your life and in your own culture? It's a question as old as the Veda itself, and, as new as your very next thought.